elevation tables. If you don't have one, it's worth the couple $3,000 to get one. We have them in all the treatment rooms in our clinic. So, okay. So what you're going to do is this hand is going to come in like this, finger goes under, thumb goes over top. This is just a little bit of steering and guiding. But what I am going to do is take my feet are eminence, sorry, my hypothenar eminence, and now you can see my arm is straight, and I'm going to push down with that to generate force, okay? So we're going to start in the low back, and you're just going to follow all the way up the spines like this, rolling through, and I might get the headpiece down a little bit because you're going to change this, but that's okay for right now. You can just follow all the way up, and if the headpiece was down a little bit, it'd be a better flow all the way up and down the neck. So that was one pass right there, okay? You can already see an arrhythmic response occurring with that. As you guys get used to this, and again, this is the key thing where I see most therapists especially, you tend to want to do some kind of action like this. I would just encourage you, try and use your body weight more efficiently, lean over top of the patient, and then stroke up. And when you find an area that you want to spend a little bit more time on, where you feel a little bit more tightness, like here on the left, I can oscillate and just spin my hand in place like that. Again, biomechanically, the weight is not in my fingertips, it's not in my thumbs, it's going through the heel of my hand, and I'm just pushing down and through that tissue right there. And you take the whole instrument and rock it to the side. This one in there. Kind of like this. Yeah, something like that. So you can go ahead and get this basic stroke to start with, okay? Then you can switch it up, and the hold is this way for your thumb. Okay, so that's my thumb right there. Where a number of us like to do this kind of a grip right here and push in. What I can do is hold it upright, and I can start to work my way through, stringing out from side to side, just working through the erector spinae, the multifidi, all of that. And you can see how deep the penetration actually is right there, right? But where's the force going through? The force is going through the palm of my hand. I don't have to put that force onto my fingers. This other hand is just reinforcing, so I can run through like that if you want. Now, quadratus lumborum, if I push really hard on quadratus lumborum, where does it go to?
L3.
Okay, it goes to, heard somebody say something? L. Okay, it goes from L1 all the way down to L4, L5. It comes off the lower part of the rib here, the iliac crest. If I push through there, what's also on the anterior side of that? Say it, sister. Kidneys.
Okay, I didn't want to say it
Yeah,
loud.
I know, right?
No.
I can see it, I can hear it, right?
I whispered.
Yeah, the kidneys are right there. If you push hard through this area, there's no bone to pinch this against. You're actually pushing right into the abdominal cavity. You are right into where the kidneys are, right? So what I'm going to encourage you to try and do is roll off the side of the erector spine and then come in underneath. And if it's too much, let me know. But I'm going to take this and I'm going to just hook in from the side and come in this way, and then I can stroke up and down. So my thumb is reinforcing, and now I can move up and down around that QL kind of multifidi border right there. Okay?
So we're aiming for the 10 attachment muscle, the belly.
Well, you can't really reach the belly of the muscle. I'll show you guys in the cadaver dissection here in a little bit, but how thick that actually is to get into. Is it okay if we take your pants down just a little bit? Yeah. So just a little bit. Okay, if you decide that you want to work through these posterior SI ligaments, you want to follow up over the iliac crest, you can switch this over and you can just go ahead and that thumb movement right here, and all I'm doing is giving little stroking movements all the way up and around right here, following just that margin of the bone through the PSIS, all the way up around the iliac crest. So you can take that all the way around and kind of work your way through there. At the end of the day, this is a matter of experimentation for you guys, so just get used to it. You're going to pick these up and say, what the hell did he do as soon as we're done this? That's okay. That's what happens with this. Just play around a little bit and try the different edges out and work your way through. We will get up into shoulder stuff later on. I'll show you guys today this real quick. If I can take this hand out, we're just going to put it behind your back. So you can go ahead and drop in there like this. You have other options where you can simply fade in and get underneath the scapula. My wrists are nice and neutral and I can work all the way through here. Okay, position for you to also take and control the arm if you want as well. All right.
His wallet's right there.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so you have these as options as well, but for right now I want you guys just to focus on the back, play around with the pressure, give each other feedback on it. So that's this instrument. This is we call this Ninja Star or the TriStar or whatever. I don't care enough to give them a whole bunch of crazy names like everybody else does, but anyways, your other options are this. So you look at this and say, well, how am I going to use this? You have the option to give a simple stroke all the way up and through like that if you want to. So my hands are in contact, but the main force is happening right there. Big muscular people, that's going to be a lot of tissue for you to work through. You can just go ahead and give this same stroke all the way up and follow it through. So it's still your hand doing the contact, but now there's an apex of force that's occurring. Play around, flip it over the opposite way, see what fits better for each individual person as you work through. Yep, yep, good catch. Okay, other options, taking this edge, just running through in that same hold that we've done before, I'm just stripping away from the spine like that, so all the way up and down. All right, you should figure out 101 ways to do it. Pitter patter, let's get at it.
You've always stroked up. Do you ever stroke down?
No, you can totally. It's whatever. Yeah, that's just the right feeling, like the movement that I want. Generally, just towards the heart is one of our basic principles, right? But whatever works for you. Okay.
Ed, are you furry?
Yes.
Do you want to treat first?